Howdy ho, Arkansas Pilgrim here again with a long overdue video on how to make your garden hoses last longer, which is basically how to keep them from kinking, which is where they always break. And this will be really good for cheap hoses, but for more expensive ones too, because more expensive hoses will kink also. And I'm going to show you how to prevent that and save yourself some money and trouble. All right. Whenever you put your hose away, if you put it away properly, then you won't have a problem with getting it kinked when you pull your hose out again. Anyway, if you look at like your regular hose, when you start coiling your hose up, it actually twists. Now, I didn't realize, well, I kind of realized this all along, but I didn't realize how much of a problem it was. If you have the kind of hose reel that you just turn and crank and roll it up, it doesn't twist. But if you have one that you loop it up and hang it up onto a wall, or you just coil it like I do right here, well, every time you do a coil, that puts a twist in the hose. And this heavy-duty hose I made will twist without kinking, but every other garden hose I've had will kink when you twist it. So how do you keep it from kinking? Well, this is how. Just follow me. Take your hose and string it all out in a straight line. Let me stay back there. Yeah, it's going to take a little extra time, but hey, what's a minute or two to prevent you from having to buy a new hose? Now, I strung it all out, but one more thing I need to do is take that sprayer off the end, because that will keep the hose from turning. Well, you'll see. Now, with the hose, one point down here. Now, with the hose out in a straight line, I want to step over on the other side. Every time you turn it, it goes to twist, but the hose is in a nice straight line, and there's nothing on the end of it that's going to keep it from turning. Because what happens is when it twists, but something interferes, it kinks the hose. You get a little loop in it, and then it'll kink it. And wherever it kinks, it breaks. So, you do this, or hang it up on your loop on the wall. Now, there you have it. It's coiled and it didn't kink. And now, when you take it out again, just be very careful and allow it to twist, because it's going to untwist now as you uncoil it. And you just even help it along by turning it and just watch. And then you can pull it out all the way straight and it won't kink. And this is especially helpful if you have cheap hoses. Because cheap hoses, I mean, as soon as they kink, they crack. They're cheap material. But like I said, I've had more expensive hoses. As soon as they kink, you've damaged them in some way, and they're eventually going to split there and leak. Anyway, hopefully that's a helpful tip for you. And remember, do what you can with what you have where you are, and I'll see you next time.